So, what do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced was said by 2030 or something, 50% of the women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading, because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas, and then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
The truth and the warning for Western women. Welcome to today's in-depth discussion where we'll delve into some critical aspects that can impact relationships with Western women. Now, we'll explore what it means to be humble, teachable, and feminine, as well as the importance of communication and the timing in relationships. If you're ready for a thought-provoking and insightful journey, then stay tuned.
I'm not required to clean up after you. I'm not required to cook for you. I'm not required to do anything for you, right? Because you did not come out of me. I'm not your mom.
What is going on with Western women? The indoctrination's telling women that they should be independent. They shouldn't expect anything from a man.
Hi everyone, listen, thanks for joining us today. We have an essential topic to discuss, and it might be a little uncomfortable for some of you. But we're here to help you grow and succeed in your relationship. Now listen, today we are talking about, what can drive men away from Western women. So let's dive into the truth and warning for Western women.
People used to date for marriage. That was the point of dating, to get married and start a family.
But also marriage wasn't always a positive thing. Marriage used to be like a man owned his wife in a lot of ways. There was more domestic violence when it
Marriage,
was...
Erroneous! Also, there's less benefits to marriage nowadays, too.
marriage is the best possible thing for women. It is. It truly is. Women do better financially. Men do better financially as well when they're married. It makes way more sense for people to be married, for your children. I mean, for men especially, if you grow up with a single mother, the rates of you being incarcerated, not graduating school, drugs, and all this stuff is sky high. And so, marriage is the best thing that's happened for both of the sexes.
First of all, let's talk about the power of humility. First things first, humility is a quality that can make or break any relationship. Question is, are you humble enough to admit when you're wrong or when you don't know something? Being open to growth and change is essential for personal development and maintaining healthy connections with others. Unfortunately, Western women, by and large, are not humble, to the point that no one can tell them that they are heading in the wrong direction, especially when it comes to relationships. Alright, my second point is embracing teachability, building on humility. So let's talk about teachability for a second. Here's my question: are you willing to learn and grow consciously? Listen, life is a journey of discovery and many other things, and being open to new ideas and perspectives can be incredibly attractive to potential partners, or like I like to say, to potential mates. Now, Western women need to be ready to learn from their man, and unfortunately, a lot of them just don't want to listen. Only a man can tell you what he wants. Your girlfriends cannot. So please do not listen to your girlfriends, because many of them are unsuccessful in their relationships, and you are going to end up the very same way. So if you want a successful relationship and a marriage, listen to your men.
Men are waking up and realizing the American woman mindset is altered, skewed. It's bad for business. It's bad for marriage. It's bad for life. Why is that? Because the modern day woman is very masculine. Society and the feminists have skewed and altered the matrix into having women believe, get a good education and a good job, and you don't need a man. And you're seeing the percentages and the numbers and statistics go up. More and more people are single, and less birth rates are happening in America. And men are tired of it. So what's happening now, men are getting passports and going overseas to find a woman, and American women are upset and sideways about it. Number one response is, they can't handle us. And for once in your life, you're correct. They can't. Nobody else can handle you. And on top of that, nobody else wants to handle you. When a woman says this, nobody can handle me. That's why they're doing it. They're mad, they're bitter. What is the outcome that you want? Because if you're a woman that says you don't need a man, then you have no business commenting on this video and disagreeing with me.
All right, number 3 is the magic of cooking. Now let's move on to a practical aspect, and cooking is definitely one of them. Here's my question, can you cook? Now listen, having some culinary skills is very essential, and it can be a wonderful asset in any relationship. It's not about being a gourmet chef, but rather about showing care and nurturing and love through food. So let me say, if you cannot cook, you need to learn. Ladies, I'm not talking about burning water. I'm speaking about being able to prepare a meal that any man who had a cooking mother can be extremely proud of. Listen, men like to brag on their wives' cooking. My wife's cooking prowess, I'm telling you, she is great. Men like to say that, oh, she could really burn. So ladies, if you don't know how to cook, please learn how to cook, because no man wants a wife that cannot cook. All right, so number 4 is avoiding entitlement and arguments. Too many sisters love to argue, and they feel entitled, as if I deserve this, I deserve that. Why? That is my question. Why do you deserve it? Some of you are not qualified for the stuff that you're asking for. Too many of you ladies are delusional, thinking that you deserve something that you didn't even work for. Hey, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. So listen, we must address entitlement and arguments. These are the relationship killers. No man wants to be around a woman who feels entitled or who consistently engages in heated arguments consistently, day in and day out. The man needs peace. You've got to learn to be his peace. If you cannot be his peace, then guess what? He's going to go elsewhere and find somewhere to lay his head. Papa was a rolling stone, but my question is, why?
Don't you want to be with someone that can hold a good conversation and add something to it?
If I can have a conversation with her, but I don't need a girl who's like got insane charisma and can tell good stories and has a witty comeback to like everything.
Okay.
It's a very low priority.
Okay.
I don't care. I care about other personality traits. Chiefly, does she bring me peace? That's the most important thing personality-wise a girl can bring me, because I have a very stressful job. The last thing I want to do is have a girlfriend that's always wanting to argue.
Yeah.
We're always in some sort of conflict. The biggest thing a girl can bring me personality-wise is peace and calm.
Okay.
Listen, healthy communication and compromise are key building lasting bonds. 2 things, communication and compromise, many times are the 2 things that we need to make our relationships work. Western women seem to be more entitled than any other women on this planet. Why? Ask Kevin, well, you can't ask Kevin Samuels, but he spoke about that very same thing. The entitlement, how these women just feel, I deserve a 6-figure a man that's making the big money. I deserve to be treated this way. What do you bring to the table? Just yourself, your body, your good looks? That's not enough. Your education? I don't care about your education. Are you fit, feminine, and friendly? Do you know how to cooperate with your man? Do you listen? Do you submit? I know you don't like to hear that. Somehow Western women seem to think they deserve the best of everything without being qualified. I've got a problem with that. Why should a man date or marry a woman who is not humble, who is not feminine, and has a pleasant demeanor, and knows how to cook, and is submissive, and can host a dinner party if needed? When a man's got a woman on his arm, he wants to know he's got the best thing available to him, and she's able to represent him in the best way possible. Not embarrass him, not be an embarrassment, not the woman that's been around the block that every man on the block knows. I'm sorry. I know I'm venting, but Sometimes I get sick and tired of seeing what I see out there and know that it can be better, and know that unfortunately our women are not listening. Western women are not listening. And men are leaving in droves, going overseas to find a better situation.
Hate to break it to you, I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me.
Ladies, wake up and listen. It's not going to be any better for you. I'm telling you, because the brick wall is waiting. You are going to hit the wall. The titties are going to sag. You're going to get old. Then nobody wants you. You might be left with several kids by several fathers, and none of them marry you. I'm trying to help you. Warning. Heed the warning. Time is short. In a few more years' time, there's going to be way more of you that are single, getting old. All you got to do is buy a dog and die alone. And I don't want to see that for my sisters. I always say the greatest, the best woman on this planet is a black woman. A black woman. Nobody has the looks and the shapes and the skin tone like a black woman. Why can't you guys get it together? I don't understand it. Ladies, number 5, build an honest male relationship. Listen, build honest male relationship. That's another critical point. These friends can offer valuable insights into the male perspective. Men can tell you what men want. Men can tell what men are looking for. Men can help you to better understand a man's thoughts, feelings, and needs. Like I said before, don't listen to the sisters. They don't have nothing. They don't want you to have nothing, and they're going to keep you from having anything. Build healthy male friendships that will open you up to the valuable information that is needed in your relationship, sisters. Ladies, I don't care what color you are. If you got the same problem, if you got the problem I'm talking about, you need to listen. After all, the problem we have in the West is that we are at a deficit. Culturally, we have lost traditional values to the point that our women do not know what is expected of them in order for them to have a strong and healthy relationship. And because of this, Western men are leaving to find traditional wives elsewhere. I'm going to keep saying this. Wake up, ladies. You think you got it made, but you don't realize what's happening. Time is running out, and you're heading straight to that wall. Number 6 is embracing your femininity. Please, ladies, let's talk about femininity for a second. It's not about conforming to stereotypes, but embracing your true self. Authentic femininity is attractive, and it's about being comfortable in your own skin. Don't try to be like nobody else without feeling the need to be loud and boisterous. That's another problem. All this mouth, no, cut that foolishness out. Being loud and boisterous, not being ladylike, not being sweet and kind, that's a problem. And you guys don't seem to know that. Somehow you think you're entitled. Somehow you think that, hey, this is how we do it. Oh yeah, that's why you're going to be left single by yourself, maybe with a dog or maybe with nobody. Men are looking for peace. They're not looking for war. They're not looking for a woman that they got to come home and fight with, that give you every minute of the day is something, is a problem. Please, a man needs a feminine woman in order for him to be his natural self. A woman who is not feminine literally turns a man off. When a woman exhibits masculine energy, men tend to go in the opposite direction. I'm telling you, do you see that wall? That's what's waiting. That's what's waiting. Let's move on. The power of authenticity. Your greatest power as a woman is to be authentic. Men are looking for real, genuine women. not those who try to be someone else, someone they're not. Embracing your true self is not only empowering, but it's also key to attracting the right partner. Females need to be females. Males need to be males. We got a whole lot of mix up in this society because of the breakdown of moral values, of traditional values, and this is why the Bible, prayer, and everything has been taken out of the school, out of the home, out of everywhere else. So everybody's doing what they're big and bad enough to do. And when you open up the scripture and tell them what's wrong and what's right, they don't like it because it's a new day, it's a new age, and they think the Bible needs to be changed to suit the new day, new behavior. I'm telling you, the hell is waiting for a lot of you because you won't listen. Yeah, I'm a preacher. And many times I don't say stuff about scripture, but today I am. Because I'm getting sick and tired of you women and what you're doing. And then you're cussing the other women out because they're coming to get black men and you don't like it. But you don't want him anyway. So what's the big deal? But I want to show you something. Nobody's lining up to date you, ladies. Remember that. Western women don't have nobody. The Indians, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Latinos, nobody's coming. The only ones you got is the black men. You better treat them right. Learn to treat them right. Somebody else gonna treat us right. So let me say this. This is self-explanatory, ladies. Be gentle, be feminine, and be sweet. Because this is what a man is looking for. And also, please learn to have some class and dignity about yourself. All right, number 8. You sound like I'm preaching, right? Ha! I'm telling you, but hey, I'm on it today. Number 8, timing is everything. Now let's discuss timing in relationships. Watch this. While there's no one-size-fits-all rule, there isn't. Studies suggest that the best time to get married is often between the ages of 23 and 29. But you guys are waiting and putting that stuff off. Oh no, I don't want to get married. You're waiting until your 30s and 40s, and guess what? By the time you get to that point, nobody wants to marry you. Everybody's gone. You got your degree and everything else. And what? Nobody. However, remember that it's not about rushing into marriage, but it's about preparing yourself for a healthy, fulfilling, long-term relationship. The longer you wait, the lower your chances of finding a man who is willing to marry you. When you're vibrant, when you're at your most attractive, that's the time. Ladies, this is a danger zone that needs to be avoided. I'm telling you, be careful. If you're getting old, it's time you turn yourself around and realize that until you straighten up and fly right, men are going to be watching you, they're going to see you, and they're going to go the other way. Number 9, the consequences. These are the consequences for not listening. Finally, let's talk about the consequences. Ignoring these warnings could lead to loneliness and unhappiness. A man can be more than just a checkbook. Please, that's not all he's about. He can be the loving partner, the loving husband that you need in life. Stop thinking that you have all the time in the world when you focus on education 100% and ignore family and relationships, which include marriage. You are putting yourself in the position of not ever finding a husband. Statistics shows clearly it is better in every way to be married and not to stay single for the rest of your life.
Marriage is the best possible thing for women. It is. It truly is. Women do better financially. Men do better financially as well when they're married. It makes way more sense for people to be married, for your children. I mean, for men especially, if you grow up with a single mother, the rates of you being incarcerated, not graduating school, drugs, and all of this stuff is sky high. And so, marriage is the best thing that's happened for both of the sexes.
Here's my conclusion. This video has been a wake-up call, and I pray that it has been a wake-up call for many of you, not an attack. I might sound like I'm attacking, but listen, I want you to wake up. It's essential for Western women to embrace their femininity, work on personal growth, and understand the dynamics of healthy relationships. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. The brick wall of regret is real. There it is, and it's something that all of us want to avoid. and you have the power to steer clear of it. I am telling you. But to do so, you must heed this warning. Let me send a big shout out to my brother Maxwell Johnson. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for joining us for this extended discussion. If you find this video insightful or thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth conversations just like this one. Remember, personal growth and self-improvement are ongoing journeys, and it's never too late to make a positive change in your life. Listen, I wish you happiness, fulfillment, and success in your relationships. Until next time, take care. You have been watching Love Factual, and I am William Nelson Ryan. I'll see you later. God bless you. You can run, but you can't hide.